It's been nearly 3 years since a landmark opioid settlement was announced, with major drug companies resolving thousands of lawsuits over claims they helped fuel a decades-long crisis. The opioid crisis has claimed more than 100 lives in Buchanan County since 2016. Now, nonprofits and agencies who were selected in March to receive this funding of the settlement are primed to put the money into action. News Press Now's Cameron Montemere has this special report.
St. Joseph native and Marine Corps veteran Zach Fetty has spent the better part of the last 7 years homeless, struggling to get by in St. Joseph to large cities like Seattle and Denver. He's watched fentanyl and drug addiction have a devastating mark on people and communities.
But it's incredibly difficult, especially when you live on the streets, to see an end in sight, to try to structure a way to come up out of the gutter, so to speak.
For the last 7 months, Fetty has worked to rebuild his life at the nonprofit Community Missions Haven House. The organization provides chronically homeless men with stable housing to get them back on their feet, while also addressing issues that have led to their situations, like drug addiction or mental health. Come May, Fetty will hit a significant milestone in his own recovery, with 2 years of being drug-free after a long battle with drug addiction the last 10 years.
But they gave me a haven. So here I came, and here I healed.
Community Missions, along with 7 other organizations and agencies, were the first group selected in mid-March to receive funding from the opioid settlement. Funds from the opioid settlement must go to nonprofits and services that prioritize treatment, education, and prevention. It's an all-encompassing strategy that will see funds be utilized in a variety of different ways. For those undergoing drug treatment, transportation is often a significant barrier that prevents many people in St. Joseph from accessing those services on a consistent basis. The St. Joseph Metro Treatment Center wants to make sure patients have just that with its share of funding, which will help pay for prepaid bus passes to get patients to the facility. At the Samaritan Counseling Center, officials plan to use funds to bring on a new peer support specialist.
They receive help. They go home and they have daily struggles. We help them make sure that they have their funding paperwork in here. We make sure that they keep their doctor's appointments where they're supposed to.
The position will offer a boost as they focus in on trying to reach countless more in the community in need of help.
Fill the gaps, and you keep going in the direction of a complete and better program.
The Buchanan County Sheriff's Office and Drug Strike Force applied for a one-time funding request to boost maintenance for its mass spectrometer, a highly advanced device that analyzes and accurately identifies compounds in substances and drug samples. With the spectrometer, deputies are able to get results in just a few minutes. In the last year and a half, more than 2,000 people from youth at the St. Joseph School District to adults in drug recovery programs have utilized St. Joseph Museum's Emotional Toolbox program. The program focuses heavily on stress and sensory feeling for stress management related to substance abuse.
Has there been a substance abuse issue in the home? Because it does change the way that your brain actually develops. And by giving people good tools to start with to combat stressful situations, in order to change their brain chemistry, in order to help them through without ever having to turn to illicit drugs, is a good place to start.
With settlement money structured to come in annual cycles for the next 15 years, 2024 is just the start for opioid settlement money to make a difference in the community. Cameron Montemere, News Press Now.
You can find an extended version of this report online with a closer look at all the groups that were selected and their plans for helping the community.